Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now recently I've started to think about the fact that men and women aren't 100% the same. My parents recently introduced me to Dr. Stacey T and her idea about the fact that women aren't just small men. Fitness advice, research, influencers, it's all mostly for guys, and I've come to terms with the fact that you've just kind of got to experiment and find out what works for you. And today I'm going to look at things like cortisol levels, body fat, hormones, lifting and more, and how women and men aren't always the same. So to begin with, I want to look at something that a lot of women are very scared of, and that is the idea that lifting will make you bulky and the fear that you're going to get too big. And I think this fear comes from the whole industry of bodybuilding. Women, we actually have 10 times less testosterone than men. So to get bulky is going to take a lot of work. But heavy lifting is actually going to boost your strength, your metabolism, your bone health. And these are all very important and key things to a healthy lifestyle, especially as we age. It's very common to put women on plans that focus on light weights and high reps, but you're completely missing out on the power gains. Start challenging yourself with weights. Have 3 to 4 top sets of a 6 to 10 rep range. Focus on your compound lifts like deadlift, squats or bench. Don't get scared of them. What us women need to understand, and maybe even some men too, is that cortisol actually plays a critical role in fat loss. Cortisol is our stress hormone. It's there to manage our energy levels during workout or stress. And men actually can handle cortisol spikes a lot better than women. High cortisol levels from fasted cardio, overtraining or intermittent fasting can actually stall fat loss. So fasted cardio, it sounds great, it's hyped up for fat loss. I mean, I've done it myself and I've quite enjoyed it, but it can actually be really risky. It actually spikes your cortisol levels and signals your body to store fat, especially belly fat. And as well as this, it breaks down your muscles, so you're losing your gains. Low cortisol levels aren't great either, but they're also extremely rare, and these come from chronic stress, and this will actually slow down your metabolism and stall your fat loss that way. So what you need to do is you need to try and keep your cortisol levels as balanced as you can. Now, this comes from eating first thing in the morning, which I know some people don't like. So either if you want to have a workout in the morning, make your breakfast, have a third of it, have half of it, do your workout, come back, finish it off. Or even add protein powder into your morning drink, whether that be a coffee or just make a protein powder. Bring down your cortisol levels first thing, and it will help potentially reduce some plateaus that you didn't even realize you were creating. Hormonal fluctuations are what make women's training completely unique. Our menstrual cycle, estrogen and progesterone swings completely affect everything from energy, strength, recovery and mental health. And men, they don't have to deal with this, and it makes their plans completely steady. I personally am quite lucky. I don't really ever notice much of a shift, but for some women, it's completely different. The follicular phase post-period, they feel really strong. The ovulation phase is great for sprints, and the luteal phase, the pre-period, you can feel really sluggish. You've got low energy and your mood can dip. And obviously, we're all going to be different in every single phase, which is kind of what makes it complex and confusing. But it does mean you've got to experiment and find out what works best for your body. But obviously, male research skips this and leaves us guessing. And then we get annoyed when things do or don't change in training. Now let's talk body fat. It gets a little bit confusing. We all want to be chasing this toned look with abs, and we hear you need to be at 10% body fat. But no, women hold more fat than men, 20 to 30% rather than 10 to 20%. And if you're wanting that lean, toned look, it's probably about 8 to 15% for men and 18 to 25% for women. And this is purely a result of the hormonal balance and the reproductive needs of a woman's body. Women, they don't always handle the extreme cut and plans the same way that men do. So for women, focus on strength and moderate fat loss. This will be a greater overall approach. Recovery is huge, and women tend to under-recover more so than men. Women's hormones ultimately make us more prone to overtraining stress, spiking cortisol levels, and this can lead to plateaus or even injury. Due to the hormonal and biomechanical differences, it actually makes women more prone to higher risk injuries, such as ACL tears. It also can affect mental health and make you feel burnt out. So, the best advice is to listen to your body and find the right balance. As you might have now realised, the female body is a lot more complex than the male body, and fitness advice is mostly for men, with research studies being 80% male. And even social media, I know I follow a lot of male fitness influencers and creators, and this information we're seeing and reading and digesting may not actually be what's best for our bodies. No matter who you are, our bodies are complex. Each of us are unique, and that is also why women aren't just small men. Obviously, I recommend you check out Dr. Sims and some of her ideas around all of this. My advice for you right now is lift heavy, don't be scared of it. Fuel your body and fuel your cardio right. And maybe even check out cycle tracking if that's something that you might need to do. But remember, we are all different, and you have got to find out and figure out what things are going to work best for you. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a big fat thumbs up and to subscribe down below. Any and all support truly does help the channel. And maybe today I have made you think of a few new ideas so that the next time you're scrolling through Instagram, you may just think twice. But for now, remember to join that Dino Squad and join this journey to a healthier lifestyle. I'll see you next time. Bye.